Okay, so here we are, Silicon Vaydor build. Got the dashboard pretty much in place where it's going to sit. Got a couple temporary screws up in it just to hold it right here and up here. We'll pull those screws out naturally, or we might even leave them in. It's going to get upholstered over anyways. And then right down here you can see this is where my air conditioning is going to hook up right here. And there's my vents for my defroster, which I am going to put in, and that will sit right up here in the cowling of the overlay that comes down. And then the other two vents will tie in right here. This right here. We'll cut a couple holes here, insert those. It'll come down. Air conditioning controls will sit right up here, the climate control. Then the actual controls will sit here, along with the stereo right down below it. You can see we've got the center console in place. That's about right where it's going to sit. All that's going to be covered with another plate that goes over the top. And then we've got the back pieces temporarily in place just to kind of see where they're going to go, get them fitted, cut, trimmed. They look pretty good. Got a couple temporary little screws in them to hold them. Going to paint the back piece with some undercoat, and then I'm going to put some Dynamat behind it on the inside, so it should soundproof it pretty well. I'm going to also Dynamat the inside of these panels in here as well, so those will all be Dynamated. Roof will be Dynamated, ceiling, floors, everything, doors. Should be pretty quiet. So that's where we're at for temporary hookups. Also, we got the taillights already in place, not in place, but all cut out. There is a couple holes I want to show you. So you're going to need to cut these holes out so that the lights can go in. Not necessarily the wiring, but the wiring comes through the center hole. And then this hole right up here is the ones you got to cut out a little bit forward so that the bulb can go up and into that. That way you can catch these screw holes right here. You may have to ream them out a little bit, put some washers behind them, or else they won't catch because they're really short. So you'll have to do that. And then also you want to go over all your body parts that you have and press on all the corners and edges, because you're going to find that there's some thin areas where you got pop-offs, and you don't want that to happen after you paint the car. So we'll have to fill these with FiberTech. That's the material that we've been using to fill these holes and gaps that have been popping off. There's another little pop off there, so we'll fill them. This edge right here actually had a big pop off right here in the back, and that had a hole in it. So the molds on this car actually really should have been redone maybe a couple years ago, because there are a lot of little pop-offs everywhere on the body. So you have to go over the whole thing and make sure you find all these areas. There was another one here that were bad, and they filled a couple of them for you, but they're not in any way, shape, or form done. So make sure you go over the body when you do, if you are going to get one of these kits and do it yourself. I know SuperCraft is going to be selling these kits, but from what I heard, they're only going to be partially built, and the price has gone way up on them. They may sell some kits temporarily just to get some money flowing maybe, but so if you can buy a kit, that's awesome, because you can customize it any way you want. It'll cost you a lot less if you have the skills or the means to do it. So just an FYI on that. So things are moving along, and just wanted to give you a little update. So till the next one. So we're back again. Vaydor Build, Silicon Valley. Just got the rear tail lights tinted. Got everything in place, kind of where it's going to be. Kind of getting the trim piece together here, and the back grille. I got to put some black ABS behind that grill there so you don't see right in through there. So we'll put some ABS back there, shield that off, seal that off. Everything's fitting together really nice though. Just got a little bit of alignment. Before I put these in permanent, I want to make sure everything's sitting just right. I got to put some bolts behind. You can see that there's some clips. I'll pull this off right now so you can see. But there are some couple clips here that they go. These get screwed to the car, and then what you're going to have to do is right on each corner you have to put a couple bolts, drill a couple holes right here, and bolt it to the car. That way it won't go anywhere. It'll pull it in nice and tight around the windshield. As you can see, I still haven't got my gas cap in. Our instructor here is helping me out with that. So hopefully in about a week or so, this thing will be ready for semi-car show. It's a build and process category, so it'll be on display here at our school, and you can check it out. Until the next one, subscribe. See ya.